Guess what? Sunrisers Hyderabad. And I have no idea who thinks through this, Adi, but Kane Williamson, no brainer from my perspective. Rashid releasing was a shocker. There might be more behind the scenes, I don't know. But Abdul Samad and Umran Malik, a big statement about continuing to support the youngsters, which Sunrisers brand has always been, Adi.
Yeah, like no, I'll come from Abdul and Umran. I think both Samad is a steal, given you have very few Indian power hitters. Like Samad has shown that he can hit the best fast bowlers and spinners for sixes in the last two IPLs, right? 2020 and 2021 as well. He's been a proven power hitter and he's very young. So if he can improve his spin bowling, he can be a real all-rounder for even India, let alone Sunrisers. So 4 crores, good job with that. Umran Malik as well. I think he lit up the IPL at the end, right? Like bowling 150 plus, and now he's been fast tracked. He was a net bowler for World T20 India squad. Now he's fast tracked to India A. So 4 crores is a good bet in him, right? It's a bet still, but it's worth having. I will disagree with the larger comment. People are saying that Kane Williamson as number one is like locked. I don't think so because there are a lot of other foreign batsmen as well. And as we've seen time and again in auctions, foreign players don't go for that high of an auction price in like these mega auctions. It's always the Indian players who make more money. So 14 crores for Kane Williamson, I felt was kind of a bit overpaying, right? But if they had to retain him as captain, that I agree. They might have given the first slot to Rashid. So again, there is all hearsay. Articles are saying that SRH management wanted to give Rashid the second spot. Rashid wanted more. I don't know how that transpired. We will know soon enough. But I'm kind of disappointed. I would be disappointed if Rashid was just wanted the first slot and SRH said no, you have to take the second slot. That's why you'll get 12 crores. And I think Rashid is worth probably around 15. And yeah, so that's the disappointing part. I think they maybe could have tried to retain like Bhuvi, but that's also like 50-50. Like you can't hold them to that. And none of the other SRH Indian or foreign players command like a second position, which would hurt you like which would cut like 10 to 12 crores from your purse. So yeah, like Holder, Nabi, Bairstow, Manish Pandey, Natarajan, Vijay Shankar. They don't have others who command that 10 crore price. You can get them for much cheaper in the auction. So, yeah. And I'll say this one thing. I think I wanted to say this later, but if we all recall 2009 2010 IPL, Ravindra Jadeja was banned for one season for talking to another franchisee when he was with one franchisee. I think the other franchisee was Mumbai Indians at that point in time, and he was with Rajasthan Royals. Now, if SRH and Punjab Kings complain to IPL, and if IPL is like, hey, we have to take a hard stance on this, because some of the articles said that Rahul and Rashid were talking to the Lucknow franchisee, and they were allegedly getting paid 20 and 16 crores respectively. So if that is true and BCCI takes a hard stance, it would be like a massive breaking news or like big thing if BCCI bans them for one season, right? Like they did with Jadeja. So that remains to be seen. There are a lot of unknowns. Even the SRH CEO said like, "Hey, we wanted to retain Rashid, but he wanted to go in the auction." Right? That was the diplomatic line outside. But yeah, let's see. That is disappointing. But SRH have good amount of money, 68 crores to bring a bunch of Indian players. Hopefully, they bring a lot of Indian batsmen. That has been lacking with them, like high quality young Indian batsmen. So fingers crossed.
Yeah. And Vishak and Akash, Adi is probably more rational than me, but I see this as Sunrisers have surplus money, one, to thrill out. And number two, I get it that they are going after youngsters, but my worry is the previous season was we got the wooden spoon. And do they have intentions to win the cup, or are they really thinking through IPL, Indian Premier League, let's invest in youngsters? How do you make out of this strategy, both of you?
It looks like a complete overall which they're trying to look at here. I think even the coaching staff, if I'm hearing right, there's going to be an overall in even the coaching staff for that matter. So I think the team, how they're looking at the moment is, let's pick the captain here and then make the entire team around him based on his opinion. And don't be surprised that they'll again go all out for Rashid Khan because they have 68 crores out there. Even if they end up spending 18 to 20 crores on Rashid Khan alone, they'll end up having the same amount of money which Mumbai Indians or a CSK or a Delhi has, which is 48 crores. So it can still happen. They can still go into the auction and pick him at around 18 to 20 crores. They might have even discussed this with Rashid Khan. You never know. So taking that apart, my only concern with I'm all for going for youngsters, but my only concern here is that this is not a 1 year contract which you're getting. I think this, if I'm not wrong, this is a 3 year contract. Have Abdul Samad and Umran Malik showed so much potential in the last one season or so that they are being given 3 year contracts at 4 crores each? Could they have saved that money as well and bought somebody who's a proven customer at 4 crores maybe in the auction? That may be a good question to ask as well. So apart from that, I think Kane Williamson was a giveaway. He definitely should have been retained. Maybe a Jason Holder or a Mitch Marsh if you wanted an overseas all-rounder in there. But again, if you're confident that you can get him back in the auction, then I think this is a good strategy.
Yeah.
I have a slightly different point here. If they are ready to pay 18 crores to Rashid Khan in the auction, why not retain him in the first place paying 16 crores and pay 12 crores to Kane Williamson? And you're going to retain only two uncapped Indian players, right? You get him at a lesser price than what he will go in the auction. And you got your premier spinner as well. And he's been your match winner. So even if you see Chennai Super Kings, right, they have not paid their captain the highest amount. They've paid Ravindra Jadeja. We'll come to that anyways. But similarly, SRH could have done the same thing. They could have given Rashid the first preference, and paid him 16 crores, retained him, and given Kane Williamson 12 crores. So and still gone ahead with with him as the captain.
I think Gaurav Sundaraman from ESPN Cricket Info posted a tweet recently. I think he made a good point. From all of our angles, we are thinking from a team owner should have retained or should have paid. But I think there is another aspect of players' agents or their marketing companies also starting to make decisions and giving them advice. I think there are a lot of aspects which players go through, and look, hopefully we'll get more clarity. But interesting choices with Sunrisers. All you know is egg on our faces if they go and win with youngsters again. But that's my dream. But let's see how that comes up.
Yeah, and I think let's just hope Rashid is in the auction rather than one of the two new teams picking him up. It'll be fun if he's in the auction, because I feel if he's in the auction, he'll go for the maximum price compared to like all
Again for the other two teams, right? It's again players' choice as well, because it's not a draft. I think they have around 20 or 30 days, 25 days time where they contact the players, and if the player says no, they still go into the auction.
Yes,
So
exactly.
it all depends on whether the player agrees again here. So
Yeah.
there
Or
might
if
be
the
chances that
franchisee,
one of the teams might reach out to Rashid Khan, and Rashid Khan might say no, and he prefers to go to the auction. You never know.
yeah, we'll know that in 20 days. But it's like the Godfather dialogue, right? Like if a team makes an offer, they can't refuse. Like if let's say Lucknow or Ahmedabad goes to Rashid or KL Rahul, say take 20 crores, take 18 crores, take 16 crores. They're like, hey, why do I go into the headache of the auction? Let me just take it. So it'll be interesting to see.